The game is laggy and going down a lot, missing anniversary gifts, and a future villain champ revealed. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Now this week, if you don't know already, is going to be a very busy week. There's more than likely Variant 6 dropping on Wednesday. If it doesn't, then it will be the following Wednesday. But as well, we've got the last final pushes of the current arena. Lots of people are doing various different content before we get into the grind for unit to do the gifting event, which is going to drop a week from today. So it's going to come into a very busy time for the game. That's why I'm going to keep you up to date on every bit of information that's going to be dropping. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've still got a high volume of people that are not subscribed but still watch the content. So please do that. Subscribe with post notifications on all, just to give that information. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is free, so that'd be massively appreciated if you could do that. Also, if you want to catch a live stream of me, then make sure to go over to twitch.tv/RichTheMan. Live links in the description. We've got currently 1,776 followers. Following a channel over on Twitch is free, so make sure to go and follow if you want to catch up with live streams. And a quick thank you to those that support the channel through paid means. Thank you so much to those that support the channel through Patreon and YouTube membership. Thank you so much for keeping the love and support. And as well, those that support over on Twitch. We've got people that if you have Amazon Prime, you convert, you get Prime Gaming. Thank you so much to those that give the Prime Gaming once a month and renew it. Thank you. Those that do tier 1 subs and those that give bits. Thanks very much for supporting with the little bitties. And hey, we better get in some news. The first story up is the Contest Round podcast. If you don't know, myself and Dan of Frontline MCOC, we run our own podcast. So go to the link in the description. It will take you to SoundCloud, Spotify, and various different places in order to pick up the podcast to listen to with your ear things. We're going to be dropping 3 episodes before the end of the year. These will be 1 per week, and as well, they'll be highlighting some things, whether or not we're going to be doing an event tier list of like the good events, the bad events of the last year, so toward this year, 2020. And also some other things as well, you know, best champions, that kind of stuff, which I think would be a nice little thing for you to listen to over the festive period. A ho ho ho. On to the next bit of news or discussion point, and that is the game stability, to a point that I gave up over the weekend. I just got really frustrated with the fact that you can go and grind out for a certain point in time if you're doing something in particular, something serious like Abyss or any other content, to be completely just, well, game down. And look, I understand games go down, but it's just one of these annoying things when it happens when there's overly grindy things. With MCOC, it's a bit different. If the game goes down or servers go down in something like FIFA, Fall Guys, Cyberpunk and other stuff, it doesn't really impact more on your grind. There's not something of a grindable time frame to say, right, well, you have to get this done by X amount of time. Well, maybe on other games, but you know, there's not an overemphasis of grind than there is with mobile games, and in particular Marvel Contest of Champions, or the fact that we've got a 5- and 6-star arena shards, which do take a large amount of time to grind out, a story that we'll talk about in a minute. But it's just incredibly frustrating when this stuff happens, and I just decided to play other games on Saturday as a result, as this just got on my nerves. And the problems with the game in general, there's many still around. We've got the Spider-Ham's piggy bank still disabled. I don't know when that's going to come back. But as well, the lost anniversary gifts, which is something we're going to talk about now. As it says on the top banner here, Summoners, some of you have yet to receive your 6-year anniversary gift. We are still working on resolving this issue for you, but do not worry, you'll receive the gift. It will likely be early next week, as we need some time to do some more investigation and ensure that we roll this out properly. There is no need to send in a support ticket, as we will be taking care of that automatically. So that's good, as I know I said a lot of people very early on do a support ticket, but that's the thing, it's hard to know what was happening with this, and maybe the communication here, like this top banner, even though I think it took a little while, it wasn't as prompt to kind of say like, hey, well, you know, we will sort you out. And I think this is where these banners can be very effective to put on, and as well the use of things like social media, which I don't think, I'm going to guess, and let's see if I'm wrong, did Kabam use social media on Marvel Contest of Champions Twitter likewise to inform players of something like this, which, let's face it, there may be more people looking at that than here. And this is where lies the problem for me. I mean, you look at Facebook, you look at Twitter, you look at the reach of followers, and especially those that are in action and stuff, even maybe community workers or what for Kabam, to let people know what's going on. And this is just that little thing to say, like, just letting people know what's going on. And it means that this stuff can be, grabbed, and maybe people think that it's going to be Photoshopped, but equally as bad to have like lack of communication, and that's the best thing. It's just communication to say to people what's going on. Still very much disappointing to see that not everybody gets their gift with at the same time as anyone else. I mean, free is free, but at the same time, that's the community vibe, innit? Like, everybody gets something at the same time, and that's nice, but yeah, it looks like people are still suffering. But this week, it looks like you'll be getting one of, getting that gift. So, yeah, hope you get it. And if you don't get it, then, well, Kabam needs to sort this out pronto. Right, let's move on and talk about the 6-star shard and 5-star shard arena. Something I'm still working on. I mean, I kind of think that I shouldn't have kind of bothered playing other games this weekend. But the thing is, if the game is going to be laggy, it's going to be slow, it's also going to be going down, and it's not something I'm overly interested in being associated with. If anyone's interested, I just played Phasmophobia, a bit of Fall Guys, and a bit of Marvel Realm of Champions. That's what I played this weekend, as opposed to what's going down. But I need to get on with it. I need to generate 6,000 6-star shards in 24 hours in order to make sure I have 6, I think it is, 6 opening for Poco and Clan from the new 6-star featured. But anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about what's going down. The arena, 6-star arena. Look, we all said about the points not being as fair, as great. And yeah, the amount of series that you have to do in order to get the shards isn't as good as the last time we had something like this and similar, which was that the 1-stars were given these kind of ramped up multipliers. Either way, it's taking a lot of people's time. It's doable to a degree. I've done a video on it, but that degree is your own time, and whether or not you have time and whether or not you care as much to do it, that's going to be the crucial thing. I mean, for me, I enjoy a bit of a grind now and again, and I got a bit of a challenge on my hands, so hey, let's do it. I'm not going to moan about it. I'm just going to get on with it. But Miike says, all right, time to close this thread down. We understand that some of you are upset at this. This requires more effort than the 5-star shard arena, but it's half a 6-star crystal. Those are still incredibly valuable, and it should require more effort than a 5-star shards, which most of you grind out in an afternoon and never look at it again every time we run it. All right. Secondly, you do not have to do the entire arena. You can grind the milestones along the way and gather as much as you have time for. There's still a lot of stuff going on this month, and we can't just hand out 6-star shards left and right, even though we just did give 5k to Cavaliers as well as 10k to Thronebreakers. You still got a holiday calendar coming your way and even more content. Yeah, I forgot about that. Next up, I don't know if you saw, there was a video I put out on Friday about the potential new character from the video Champions Are Forever. There is a new champion that has entered, apart from the fact that the video is just amazing, goes to this kind of like console level kind of detail. So I'd always kind of love this game to be console related. If you're not familiar of the character, it's got this vibe that it looks like Iron Lad, and there's kind of this whole thing about, well, this is Nathaniel Richards who just destroys Kang, but Kang is Nathaniel Richards, and this Iron Lad is a future Nathaniel Richards, and there's a lot more to it. I didn't really want to put too much into the video because I didn't want to over kind of complicate something to just basically go like, well, which character is it? Well, it could be Iron Lad, just on the basis of like how the character looks. Gabe was asked whether or not the dinosaur with it is Devil Dinosaur. He said no, it's not. And the disappointing thing is it's not high evolutionary, which again would be pretty great. But yeah, it's a character. It's a character. It'd be interesting to see what the powers, the abilities and stuff like that are. And because you're facing off against it as opposed to it being on your side, it is more than likely this will be a villain or a boss in some sort of description. So yes, there you go. Right, and sticking with the scuffness that we've covered today, we're going to have to go back to the scuffness and talk about kicked out of content. Now, due to the maintenance, it has caused a lot of problems with people being kicked out of certain content. On Friday, we worked to midnight in order to resolve 2 players' issues. 2 players got in contact with me and said that they were kicked out of their Abyss runs, and that is massive, especially for the amount of time grind that needs to be required, and as well, yeah, like the unit dump for those particular bits of content. So here's the thing, we managed to resolve that. I was up to midnight and Kabam were kind of doing their thing. We were then liaising and doing some stuff to then try and get it sorted. So this was good. 2 great stories out of Friday that people were reinstated to their Abyss runs. As well, if you've had problems with content and you've done a support ticket but you haven't had the right result, because that's the thing, do a support ticket first, then you've got that number, a case number, and as well, if Kabam have dealt with it or not dealt with it, that's the next thing. And then get in contact with me in 2 places, over Discord DMs or over my email address, which is RichTheManOfficial@outlook.com. It's just that those are the 2 main places that I have like just pinging left, right, and center. I have Line, I have Instagram, and I have Facebook. But I can't have 5 means of communication and try to make this streamlined. So I think I might have to close off DMs for some other social medias, but that's another story for another day. Let's just get it down to the specifics and go email and Discord, those 2 places. So yeah, let me know if you have not got an answer from Kabam that's acceptable of where you were in content, if you were kicked out from the maintenance. And yeah, even Kabam have said that they will try and resolve it, but you know, I need to kind of like make sure that players are getting sorted out as well. Kabam Boo saying, hi folks, if your session was interrupted due to maintenance, our support team should be happy to assist you with your account directly. Thank you for your cooperation. So when you do that, then Kabam are able to then put you back at the place of the content that you were, and hopefully there's resolutions for those. And I've seen a few today where players have said, like, you know, they've been kind of like they were kicked out of content, they haven't been reinstated back into content, but it's just really need to confirm, like, are people still suffering with this? But I'm so glad that we are getting some results for players as well. Now at this point we usually do arena predictions and results, and there's not really much out there in the way of results to go over, and it's just a case of like, I don't know, that the post hasn't gone out on Marvel Truecore, so people haven't responded back. It's just how it goes. We've got some information to go off, mainly with the 5-star arena. I can imagine the 4-star for MODOK went very low, and I can imagine something similar for Spider-Ham, especially with the way the 5-star went, which is the biggest thing about today, that it just went really low. You might see here, like, first of all, Black Knight, shout out to Black Knight for sending this through, as well as sending in other information from another member of the community. First of all, it looks like there's 55 mil for position 149, so that's in itself a little bit of a ooh. And then we've got here 40 mil for position 261, but the big surprising news is what went closer to 300. Now shout out to Reese Owen, aka Call Me Master, for sending this through. 289 position, 34 mil, so it could even be a case that the champion could go for anything around 33 mil. Yeah, I kid you not. It could even go a little bit lower than that. So that's ridiculous, but it does put into question like where the round 2 is going to go for this. And I reckon that a strong 40 to 45 mil will be enough. And so yes, all predictions are going to be down below it now for you to see. Yeah, I just think that's where it's going to go. Unfortunately, we just don't have the clear information about the other arenas, but those will drop later on Marvel Truecore, so link is in the description. Keep yourself locked to Marvel Truecore for that info when it drops. But yeah, man, it's crazy low for Spider-Ham, and I just put this down to maybe there's a lot of content and people's interest in, say, the 5-star and 6-star arenas over a featured run. And there we go, that has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Monday. Thanks very much for watching. Information about Variant 6 will more than likely drop in the next 24 to 48 hours before it goes live. If it does on Wednesday, if not, it will be next Wednesday, which will be the 23rd of December. But, you know, I'm sure there's just lots of stuff that, especially with the gifting event, the Variant 6 stuff would overshadow. So, yeah, I'm sure it will drop this Wednesday with the gifting event dropping a week from today. Exciting times for the contest. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Check out some content up there. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.